We are live. This is day 6, the final day of our Breaking the People Pleasing Pattern series. And today, just like all the days, I'm going to share with you 3 things. Number 1, my therapeutic insight after working with a large clientele on what are the insights in terms of what exactly is people pleasing, how it affects people. Number 2 is a coaching question for you to do the inner work. And number 3 is an easy actionable strategy for you to break the pattern every day. Remember, courageous people are the ones who break patterns. Let's move ahead. So, the therapeutic insight that I want to share with you is this. Again, it's going to be a shocker. People pleasers, although they look nice on the outside, they are the angriest people on this planet. That's right. People pleasers are the angriest people on this planet. Now, what comes to your mind when I use the word angry or angry people? You might be thinking of people who are breaking things or shouting and screaming and making life miserable for others. But that's not anger. That is just an expression of explosive anger. Anger is so much more than that. In fact, people pleasers are angriest. In fact, they're angry all the time. You know why? Because they have a faulty signal system. So let me make you understand what is a signal system. Our emotions are signals, and especially our big emotions are big signals. Signals to tell us that there is something wrong and some action needs to be taken. For example, anger, when you feel anger or give yourself the permission to feel anger, it just tells you that somebody has done something, or maybe you have done something against your own value system, and therefore take action. But what happens with people pleasers? People pleasers are trained and conditioned to override anger. That's because they were conditioned that anger is not appropriate, anger is always wrong, anger is not good for you. And so what people pleasers do is they immediately go in the fawn response where they can just remove that, they can just override the signal of anger and create a false reality as if everything is all right. They put up a smiling face, they start laughing, they crack jokes, or they try to be the peacemaker in the situation. Now that is what happens with people pleasers. So what happens is all of that anger, which is not expressed or not experienced, ultimately gets internalized. It goes deep down, literally goes deep down and affects the very functioning of your internal organs. That is anger internalized. And people pleasers internalize anger. That's why they are always angry. In fact, all the time, 24/7, people pleasers are only focused on not feeling angry. Instead of feeling happy, focusing on feeling happy, focusing on feeling fulfilled, their energies are only going towards not feeling the big emotions and especially anger. And that's why people pleasers are the angriest people. They have built up resentment, which is nothing but a sort of anger and disgust with how the reality is. Now, how does this express in their life? In their life, people pleasers are more pessimistic when they are by themselves. They don't really trust the world, they don't really trust people. That's why they have this false self that they project and tell people that everything is all right. Now, they don't trust people and they really don't trust the world. They are pessimistic. All the time, what goes on in their mind is how the world is so bad. And that's why, at all costs, one has to always keep on performing. Because if I don't perform, if I don't get validated, I lose my identity. So people pleasers are always in a state of resentment. One of the ways is definitely they have this whole point of passive aggression. They will not say how angry they are with people, but they might cut off from certain people, or they might be aloof internally. Externally, they might be very happy, they might be showing you that everything is going all right, but inside they are cut off. That's why people pleasers, after a while, they tend to sabotage certain relationships. And especially they sabotage not the bad relationships. They sabotage, shockingly, the relationships that were supposed to be good for them. They move away from authentic people. They move away from authentic people. I made a reel on this and I'll share the link in the comments. You can go through that reel as well. How people pleasers sabotage relationships. Now, the coaching question I have for you is this. When you expressed anger as a child, what happened? When you expressed anger as a child, what happened to you? How were you treated? That's how you were conditioned. Go deep, find answers for that. And the actionable takeaway for each one of you is this. Today, write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. Today, sit with yourself and write a letter where you are expressing forgiveness to yourself. Forgive yourself for not feeling the emotions. Forgive yourself for always wearing the mask to please others. Forgive yourself for not being true to yourself. Write down this. It's a very powerful exercise. The first few lines will be difficult. Sit with it. I always tell people the technique of pen touching the paper. Keep your pen touched to the paper. Don't lift your pen from the paper and see the magic happen. Just write it all out. Write it in bold and language which is not, maybe not a very soft language. Write it in language which is very expressive, emotional. There will be difficulty in the beginning, but as soon as you go ahead, take some time more, and you'll realize that you are now beginning to express. Every good thing starts messy in the beginning, and more messy in the middle, and finally glorious in the end, as my mentor Robin Sharma always says. So every good beginning starts messy. So go ahead and get this thing done. Remove the mess out of your life and come out of this people pleasing pattern, because this can destroy you, put you in chronic stress, and completely sabotage your relationships, get you attracted towards narcissists, and destroy your relationship completely, not only with others, but with yourself. It also has a very bad effect on your career and profession. So go ahead and break this pattern of people pleasing. I also invite you to join my free VIP group today. There is a link in the comments. Go ahead and join the VIP group where I go live. I have questions and answers I have questions that are being answered, and a lot of things that happen over there. You also can put anonymous posts so that if you have anything that you want to share in a safe environment, you can anonymously post about it, and our group members as well as myself will give you some insights on it, and you will feel belonged and loved. Remember, community is everything. Also, there is a link to join our Healathon, which is happening on 6th and 7th of April. And there's a group link over there. Go ahead and join the group, because all the comments, all the links will be shared over there. Go ahead and share this link with others as well. And also join this Healathon group and join me live on 6th and 7th of April, where I will be decoding people pleasing pattern live, demonstrating with you. And you will be breaking this pattern with me. Thank you. This is your coach Ajay Almeida. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the other lives, upcoming lives. Thank you.